Hello, my name is Nubo Etipwere Victoria, a student of the University of Lagos, Accounting 200 level. I am the leader of Group 6 for the FBA 233 Business Communication Project. I and my team members will be discussing the topic Communication Skills and Strategies.
My name is Shegumi Boluwatenila, and I'll be talking about verbal communication and its types. Verbal communication is the art of expressing ideas, thoughts, and emotions through spoken words. It's the fundamental aspect of human interaction that enables us to communicate, connect, share information, and build relationships. Verbal communication includes spoken words and written words. Verbal communication also includes the sounds, languages, and speech. There are various types of verbal communication. We have the interpersonal communication, the intrapersonal communication, the small group communication, and the public group communication. Interpersonal communication, it is also called dyadic communication, and it takes place between two or more individuals. These two individuals involved, they swap their roles in form of receiver and being the sender. There are various aspects of communication such as listening, asking and responding through words and for interpersonal communication, it is important to be very mindful of your expressions and your body language. Interpersonal communication, it is extremely private and restricted to self. It is communication that occurs internally. That is when a person talks to oneself. Small group communication. This type of communication occurs when there are more than two people involved in an interaction about a specific goal. Public communication. This type of communication, a speaker passes the information to a large number of people. Examples of this kind of communication is speeches, campaigns, and election. Then another type of verbal communication is mass communication. Mass communication takes place when a small group of people pass down information to a large number of people. Examples of mass communication is newspapers, the radio, the television, and the posters.
I'm Salah Kuala discussing the importance of verbal communication. Importance of verbal communication of ideas. Secondly, it builds a business relationship. Verbal communication is essential in building business relationship among employees. That ensures that there's a connection on a personal level, which brings a stronger and a more productive relationship between employees. 3. Problem solving. Verbal communication ensures that the problems of the organization are discussed and solution are provided using brainstorming and there's consensus. Also, verbal communication is also essential for feedback, as it allows for constructive criticism by the manager and it allows the employee to give their ideas and to express their opinion. And lastly, verbal communication gives an avenue for openness and honesty, as it gives a culture, it's based on a culture of transparency.
So my name is Dr. Femi Elizabeth, and I'm going to be talking on non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication refers to the ways in which information is conveyed, which is sent or received without the use of written languages. Some forms of non-verbal communication include body languages, facial expressions, gestures, and symbols, and so on and so forth. The communicator can employ non-verbal communication either consciously or unconsciously. Types of non-verbal communication. Body languages. Body languages can either include facial expressions, gestures, body movements. Facial expressions are what we wear on our face, such as frowns, smiles, narrowed eyes. Gestures, this involves nodding of our heads, waving, say hi, or pointing our fingers to indicate that you're referring to someone. Then body movement, this can either be pacing up and down to indicate impatience, or shaking of our legs to indicate nervousness. Then another type of non-verbal communication is proxemics. Proxemics is how we use our space around us to communicate. This can be in positioning or in posture. Positioning refers to keeping of distance between people, or how when we're meeting people, sitting close to one another can signify that we're close and we're cordial with the person we're with. Keeping distance can signify an awareness of difference in social status. And posture refers to how we sit or stand. Slouching on a chair can signify restlessness or disrespect, or sitting upright can signify awareness and alertness. Then we also have paralinguistic features. This refers to the sounds of surprises, amazement, or agreements that we make when we're communicating. Then lastly, we have physical appearance. This is how we're seen and how people perceive us. Our physical appearance can affect how we're perceived by people. So that how we dress and how we look can have greater effect on people than our words. Thank you.
My name is Adams Muhammad, and I'm just talking about the importance of non-verbal communication. Firstly, non-verbal communication helps to show the genuineness of the message that sends when you say that to the receiver. Second, is used to express the feeling of the message being sent, such as satisfaction, relief, happiness, and dissatisfaction. And thirdly, it efficiently conveys a message from the sender to the receiver, such as the receiver is nodding his or her head when they're in support of the message being sent by the sender. Also, it proves the sender points, whereas non-verbal cues are used to emphasize the content of the message being sent. Non-verbal communication also helps in conveying the sender's current state through body language.
My name is Olalo Basit. I will be discussing listening and the importance of listening in communication. So what do you mean by listening? Listening is a communication skill that allows people to receive and comprehend messages delivered during the communication process. Listening is also one of the important 5 factors in communication skills, and it is important for an effective communication. Listening also forges stronger relationship in the sense that it helps people to develop their empathy towards others. Also, people with high listening skills tend to understand and respond accurately to the message being passed. I will move into the importance of listening in communication. To begin with, listening can help reduce misinterpretation. Misinterpretation can occur when one of the parties involved in the communication process doesn't give attentive attention during communication. So, to reduce this misinterpretation, the party must be able to listen attentively to the information being passed through. Listening can help increase productivity in the sense that it can help good listeners retain valuable information, understand what's being required, and ask questions. Lastly, listening helps improve leadership skills. One of the skills a leader must possess is the listening skills. This will help him to work better with his teammates, allow them to hear their opinions and views, and resolve conflicts.
My name is Olatunde Okoruwa, and I'm talking about the listening process. The listening process as identified by listeners to mind. This means to pay attention to the message passed by the sender, to listen attentively and to respond. 2. Hearing. This is also known as physical reception of the message. This concerns how the receiver receives the message. It could be by, that is for the blind, by language for the deaf. Selection. This stage requires listeners to carefully choose the required information. While it is important to seize messages, it's also important not to overdo it, as this could change the meaning of the message. 4. Interpretation. In a nutshell, this means to extract the meaning of the message. 5. Responding. By giving feedback, the sender is able to ensure that the message is received as the message was implied. 6. Remembering. This is to ensure that the message has a long-lasting impact.
My name is Ahnaya Joy, and I'm here to list different types of listening skills. 1. Maintain eye contact with the person you're communicating with. 2. Focus on what the person is saying instead of what he or she looks like. 3. Keep an open mind and don't try to jump into conclusions. 4. Listen to the speaker and try to create a mental image of what he or she is saying. 5. Do not impose your solutions or try to interrupt what the person is saying. 6. Wait for a pause from the speaker before trying to ask questions. 7. Ask questions only to ensure understanding. 8. Emphasize the speaker. 9. Give the speaker a regular feedback. And 10. Pay attention to non-verbal cues like pitch of voice, tilting of head, and other gestures that the speaker might have.
My name is Mohamed Hafsat. I'm discussing barriers to effective listening and the reasons why we need listening. Some of the factors that hinder effective listening include distraction, information overload, and unclear messages. Distractions may be in form of background noises, frequency emotions of the listener by the speaker, as well as physiological factors such as fatigue or hunger. Despite these barriers, effective listening is a crucial tool for building strong relationships, resolving conflicts, as well as achieving success in both professional and personal settings. So why do people listen? I believe people listen to build trust, to eliminate conflicts, to reduce misunderstanding, to strengthen business relationships, for pleasure, and even for entertainment.
My name is Agro Israel, and I will be discussion on reading communication, reading techniques, and the 7 reading strategies. Reading. Reading is one of the basic fundamental skills in communication, which falls under the receptive skills. Reading can be defined as a procedure for searching for sequence of written characters and getting meaning from them. It can also be seen as an activity designed to diversify a written text or message in order to get a meaning from them. Reading techniques. There are 5 basic reading techniques, which are skimming, scanning, extensive, intensive, and SQ3R, which means surveying, questioning, reading, recalling, and review. Skimming. Skimming is a speed conditioning reading technique, which involves taking quick glance at the reading material or text to be read to provide an overview of the reading text. This technique is mostly used in sampling, quick review, quick research, and then selective reading. Then up next, move to scanning. Scanning is also a rapid reading technique, which involves running our eyes over a text or messages in order to find what we are looking for or anything that pops at our eyes. Excessive reading. This is also known as light reading. It's a reading technique that involves reading for pleasure. That is a reading technique which involves reading materials in depth with pleasure for understanding it thoroughly. Intensive reading. Intensive reading is also known as close reading or word by word reading. It's about paying attention and concentration to every word in a text or messages. The last, which is SQ3R, meaning surveying, questioning, reading, reviewing, and recall. Surveying this means this is a procedure whereby the reader survey the text to get quick information or idea about the text. Questioning, this is where the reader prepares a question out of the ideas in the question, which can be asked by the examiner. Then reading, which is the act of reading, which in this reading procedures, the reader can use any of the reading techniques. Recall, here the reader tries to remember the facts and ideas on reading through recitation. And then the last, which is review, where the reader assesses itself by comparing performance during recitation with the raw text and messages. The 7 reading strategies. We have activating, summarizing, monitoring and clarifying, visualization and organizing, searching and selecting, questioning and inferring.
And I will be discussing on written communication and its main types. What is written communication? Written communication can be defined as any type of message that utilizes written words. It is the most common form of business communication, and it has become increasingly important throughout the information age. Written communication can be done traditionally on paper and electronically through the use of mails and memos. The effectiveness of written communication depends on the choice of words, the arrangement into correct sentence sequence, and the cohesiveness of the sentences. There are different main types of written communication, such as reports. Reports are documents designed to record and convey information to the reader. We have another, which is the memo. Memo, which is so-called memorandum, is used to convey information of immediate importance to people within the organization. An employee's handbook. This is a book that gives employees a detailed overview of the policies that are specific to the organization which they work in. The contract is an agreement between two parties creating mutual obligations which are enforceable by law. Business emails. These are messages that are communicated through electronic means or between computers that are on the same network. Advertisement. This is communication that enhances or promotes the awareness of the product to the public.